Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered if there might be a hidden fortune in its design? Today, we're looking at one of the most unexpected and mind-blowing minting errors to ever come out of the United States Mint, a rare 1979 Washington quarter with a double strike on the nose and mouth of George Washington's profile. This might sound like a minor detail to a casual observer, but to seasoned collectors and coin experts, it's a clear and undeniable marker of a rare minting anomaly. And not just any anomaly, one that has recently pushed the value of this particular coin to an estimated $350,000 at private auctions. Let's take a closer look at what makes this coin so fascinating. On the obverse, the front of a standard 1979 Washington quarter, you'll see the familiar left-facing portrait of George Washington, along with the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the year 1979 below. But the coin we're featuring today is anything but standard. If you inspect closely, particularly at the nose and mouth area, you'll notice a visible doubling. This doubling isn't part of the design, nor is it wear and tear from circulation. Instead, it's a result of the coin being struck more than once in nearly the same position but with a slight misalignment, what's known as a double strike. Double strikes occur when a coin fails to eject properly during minting, and the dies strike it again before it's pushed forward. This can result in slightly or severely offset images, with some details appearing shadowed, mirrored, or elongated. In this case, the doubling occurs precisely where a human face draws immediate attention at the center, between the nose and mouth. It creates a haunting, almost surreal expression on Washington's otherwise familiar face. These kinds of errors aren't just oddities, they're sought-after treasures. That's because minting processes at the U.S. Mint are highly precise, with strict quality control. When a mistake like this slips through, especially one that's as visible and unique as this double strike, collectors see opportunity. So, how does a 25-cent coin leap to being worth $350,000? It's a combination of rarity, visual impact, historical context, and market demand. In numismatics, the more dramatic and visible the error and the better the condition of the coin, the higher its value. This particular quarter checks all the boxes. First, let's talk about rarity. Error coins from the 1970s are far less common than those from more recent decades. That's because minting technology and inspection protocols became increasingly sophisticated over time. A bold error like this coming out of 1979 is already a noteworthy find. Second, condition. Many 1979 quarters are worn down from decades of circulation. But this one has retained most of its original detail, and the error is still sharply defined. It's not faint or questionable, it's undeniable. That increases its desirability tenfold. Third, the visibility of the error. A double strike on a peripheral feature like a letter or star might go unnoticed. But a double strike on Washington's facial features? That's immediately striking, even to someone who's never collected a coin in their life. And fourth, market demand. Right now, coin collecting is booming. More people than ever are checking their pocket change, tuning into YouTube videos, joining Facebook groups, and attending auctions in search of that one magical coin that could change their life. That demand drives up prices, and a coin like this becomes a headline maker. So, where might one find such a coin? The answer might surprise you: anywhere. Coins like this occasionally pop up and change from grocery stores, gas stations, parking meters, or even in old family coin jars. The key is knowing what to look for. Take a good look at your 1979 quarters. Under natural or artificial light, angle the coin so the facial features cast shadows. Look for the telltale signs of double lines, ghosting, or unnatural thickness around the nose and lips. Many collectors use simple tools like a magnifying glass or even a smartphone camera with zoom to spot details. And if you think you found something special, it's worth having it evaluated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading services will authenticate the coin, assess its condition, and often encapsulate it in a tamper-proof holder with a unique serial number. This increases the coin's credibility and value when you take it to auction or list it for sale online. It's important to remember that not every strange-looking coin is valuable. Wear, corrosion, post-mint damage, and other factors can create odd patterns that resemble mint errors. That's why expert evaluation is so important. But if you do have a true mint error, especially a dramatic double strike on a high-profile design like the Washington Quarter, it could be life-changing. Some of the highest auction prices for Washington Quarters with mint errors have come in recent years. In 2021, a 1970s quarter struck on a Canadian coin sold for over $35,000. Other off-metal strikes, double denominations, and double strikes have ranged from $10,000 to over $100,000 depending on condition and uniqueness. But today's coin? With a clean double strike on the most visible part of the design? That's a once-in-a-decade find. At private auctions and exclusive coin shows, collectors are willing to pay premiums not just for rarity but for stories. And this coin tells a story, one of misfire, mystery, and massive potential. So if you're holding on to a handful of old coins, especially quarters from the 70s and 80s, take a few extra seconds to examine them. Look at the details. Study the faces. You might just find that you've been holding on to a six-figure mistake without even knowing it. And when you do, don't spend it. Get it verified. Get it graded. Then get ready, because the world of rare coin collecting is waiting with open arms and open wallet. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more amazing coin discoveries. You never know which coin could be next. Stay curious, and keep checking your change.